Moving up and down again, there's no discharge in the war. There's no discharge in the war.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shepherd's Pie. This is Tommy, our resident beard stroker.
And this is Dave, our resident dick stroker. Pulling that pud.
Today we're going off menu. We're going to give you another little rant cast. We didn't really have anything planned. Need a bit more time to finish our research in between our next episode. And we haven't ranted in a while, so we want to catch up with current events and I don't know, whatever else comes up. Who knows?
Just kind of go off of whatever. I kind of want to try and figure out what the heck's been going on. I haven't been keeping up. Honestly, things have just kind of been wild.
Into the news. I haven't been keeping up too much politically lately. I did just see like the signing of a something or other. I can't think of it right now. That's not what's been prevalent in my mind lately.
Yeah, I with what I do for work, it's been 'tis the season type shit. So I'm
Right.
literally been working my ass off abnormally. Normally I keep up on stuff, but it's been a little sparse on the diving in.
Right. I don't know. I've still been scrolling and keeping up a little bit. I've been doing a lot of video editing lately, so I'm going back through our old videos and watching everything. So I'm having all of this like regret of like, oh, I wish I would have said this here, or I should have mentioned that, and we could have gone into that a little bit deeper. And like
You can't, you can't, dude. You can't.
I know.
That'll just drive you nuts. I mean,
like,
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I want to like make all these amendments in like a rant cast, be like, oh well, back in that episode we should have said no.
Yeah, right. No,
Like-
that would not
Like I
be
was watching our
fun.
first episode and I feel like I made it sound like my whole epiphany was during COVID. And that's really how it came across to me when I was saying it, and then that's how it came across to me when I was watching it too. And it's like that was a mistake. That's not my like I've always been like you were more so in high school, but I was always into conspiracy shit since childhood. Like I've been awake to the shit forever.
I think that was kind of like your call, though. Like COVID was like your call to like, okay,
it was like
we
should do something about it.
And you should do something.
It's like
about
it can't just
like,
be like ignored or a hobby or like some bullshit talk.
Yes,
it was like nonchalant talk before then. And it was like, now this is fucking real and important. And if you can't hear what I'm saying to you, I need to stop talking to you because like this is so real. And if you can't see it, I don't know how to make you see it. Like I've gone through experiments where like I'm trying to figure out how to crack a normie and get him to start seeing shit. That's fucking hard.
Yeah, the normie shit. All I can really do I tried to get one of these guys at work. I wanted to convert him to Christ, you know. That I felt a need because he was kind of my buddy. We kind of bonded over some shit. And there was one night where he was like trying to tell me to get into some podcast, and I was like trying to talk to him about, you know, faith. And he was having a hard fucking time with it. And I was kind of leading with some other conspiracy shit, too. And he would agree with me on some things. But it's like he would just shut down about anything I would try to say that's like, you seriously think that's all up to chance? Like the universe, you know? And
right, like this perfection out of chaos.
Yeah, it's literally perfection. And you can't shift someone's view when they are sold on something. They're sold on it. Like, he even said, this is the crazy part. He said to me, he's like, I don't want to believe anything else. He's like, I want this to be true. You know, like, I've bought into it. He said it.
Right.
He was like, I'm bought in, and I want this to be true because I want to be able to fly a spaceship someday, you know, or like I want to be able to meet an alien one day. And it's like, they have hijacked people so fucking much that they want to see an alien, so they're willing to buy into this idea, or they want to fly like a spaceship and like go between planets and stuff.
You could say the same thing about us.
Yeah, because I would love to meet Jesus, and I would love to.
We want our idea to be so true also.
Yeah, and like a biblically accurate angel, like all of a sudden comes out of the sky. Like, that would be kind of dope to see, you know, like maybe we'll see it here.
As clearly as we see all these proofs that affirm our beliefs, I'm sure they see it as clearly to themselves.
Yeah. To me, it just feels like, and what's even crazier is that, like, I feel like they've been hijacked, and they feel like we've been hijacked.
Right? But it's like
So it's like a mirror verse with it truly is like two different segments of like belief in people, in like the popular. It's kind of nuts. And bridging that, bro, you've been trying to do that a lot more than I have. I don't really try to bridge it as much. I don't really try to prove people wrong or anything. I just try to see wherever we're like similar, and then just kind of hammer home at that, and then whatever, you know, if I have something that I think that I could like send their way that maybe it'll get them thinking, I'll just fucking see what's up with that. But
well, like, for me, I feel like the issue, the miscommunication, the lack in understanding from both parties comes from just that, a lack of understanding, an ignorance. Like, sometimes people are so bought into their idea because they don't understand the other ideas. So I very much do, and always have, tried to understand both points of view, not even just the both points of view, but outside points of view. So like, when we're talking like Christianity versus science, or science fiction, or Christianity versus other religions, like, I try to look at all of these facts through not just the Christian lens because I'm so bought into it, but also the scientific lens because I am moderately educated. Like, I got good grades in school. I went to college for a little bit. Like, I can understand things. So I do look into what the narrative is, what the science is, what the facts are. And also I try to look at things through other religions. And that's kind of tough. Like, the bigger religions sometimes are a little bit more secretive about their teachings. It's in another language. You gotta fucking translate and figure shit out. So like, I'm still learning as far as the other religions are concerned. I'm still learning as far as my own fucking, I hate the word religion, but my own faith is concerned. But that's the thing, is I'm willing to have the conversation. I'm willing to talk about it. I want to learn your point of view and your side. And people just shut us up because they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to think about it. They literally, like you said, they want to deny any chance of their shit being wrong. And like, I would too a little bit, but like, I don't know.
I feel like I've done more due diligence.
Somebody asked me if I would be willing to admit, or if I would be willing, if somebody could prove to me 100% irrefutably that like Jesus was just a prophet or just a regular dude, and fucking, you know, if there was proof that he wasn't God somehow, some way, if I would be willing to accept it. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know, because that's where the definition of faith comes in.
Right.
You know, like,
I was just thinking that.
Prove it. Like, even if we had, you know, like, we have all these proofs of him being the Messiah that's already came. You know, we have the shroud. We have all the written witness testimony through all of the New Testament, dude. Yeah, and even the Old Testament foretelling. Yeah, like, we have all these things that are documented that show he is the Messiah. But at the same time, We don't know. Like, we weren't there. And even if we were there, you know, like, I think that's what happened with Judas. He was there, dude.
Right.
He was there. And he still didn't know. He wasn't willing to take that leap of faith. And that is what caused, you know, his downfall in the end.
Have you heard of the book of Judas?
No.
So I just read or started reading. It's only 7 pages. I got like probably
Is that even called a book then?
The way through it. So they found it in the 1990s, I think. Like, they only just recently found it, and it's mostly destroyed. And like I said, it's only 7 pages. And I guess they were able to confirm its legitimacy in the 2000s. I find it doubtful. Like,
with its legitimacy?
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that you found, like, this essentially part of the Bible, like this, because it would have been a text from Judas. It's from Judas wrote it. It's from his point of view. I find it hard to believe
it would have been propagated.
You're just gonna find that in 1990 and be able to prove it's real in 2000. Like, I don't know, but like, if it is, it's kind of crazy. It's Judas talking about like understanding Jesus' sacrifice in a different way than what is portrayed in the Bible, in a very not agnostic. What's the fucking word?
I don't know. Describe it.
It's like God is not like the God that we see. Like, Jesus was still God, but it's like this higher God from outside of our universe. And it's like, that just sounds like the same fucking thing.
Like Gnostic?
Yes, that's it. Yes, Gnosticism. So, like, essentially
Gnosticism is, I don't know, dude. I don't know. That leads into all sorts of the occult shit.
Right.
You know?
So
for me, it's like
the Book of Judas, he was a Gnostic. So it paints Jesus in that light.
Yeah.
It's an interesting read. I don't know.
To me, it's like, why wouldn't it have been propagated then? You know, like, the only text that we have of Judas's book, it isn't referred to anything else anywhere in Bible canon.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even hinted on anywhere that Judas had a book. You know, like, oh, in Judas's book, like, there's no references, there's no pointing to it. But they just find something that just so happens to be Judas's section that was never added into the Bible. No.
I call it the Gnostic Gospel. It was discovered in a limestone box inside an ancient tomb located on the east bank of the Nile River near the village of Maghagha in the Al-Minya province of Egypt somewhere in the 1970s. So I was wrong. Somewhere in the 1970s. It was later sold to an antiques dealer in Cairo in 1978.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, Wes Huff.
And, like, looking at it, it shows pictures of the text, and it looks kind of legitimate.
Wes Huff, I love the way that he legitimizes, or his process in taking facts and like biblical accuracy and like cross-examining and correlating different parts of the Bible to its legitimacy, you know. So he'll take the fact that like other books of the time periods refer to the existence of this book or this part in the book.
You know that image where it shows all the cross references? It's like he knows all of those.
Yes.
And he knows all the cross references with outside material too, like non-Christian material.
And to me, that is what speaks to what we could... for anything new to show up, it would have to be something that was already kind of talked about or alluded to in the Bible that we don't already have something on, or like even if we did have something on it, then it would have to be something that added to it, and it fits, you know, it has to fit. It can't just be some script that was fucking unearthed that has no tie to anything canonically to the Bible or any historical precedents that any historical figures mentioned in any of the writings that we do have from them or anything like that, you know? It would have to be supported in order for me to have any type of real belief that it could be legit.
Yeah.
Or something to listen to. Like something that is warranting my true consideration in reworking my faith, my belief. Like, it would be interesting to read it just because you can read and research and look into whatever you want.
It's a quick read.
You know, like,
it's only
I do
7
that.
pages.
I do that with all sorts of shit. Like, I'm not just like a complete Bible guy, you know? Like, I only just started reading the Bible like over the past year. But you got to kind of have some type of guiding compass. You have to, or else you'll just get led astray. And that's what I did for the majority of the beginning of my life, is I didn't have the guiding compass. So I would take on all these crazy ass things that, yeah, there might be knowledge out there. There is knowledge out there that has power or meaning or has something in it that could hold truth.
Right.
But a lot of it is also deceptive. Yeah. A lot of it is also...
Well, that's how you got to look at everything.
Yeah. You need to be... Like, I would say that you should definitely get your compass straight first before you start diving into crazy shit. But then again, I dove into crazy shit and it ended up leading me to my compass. Right. I didn't even have my compass. My only compass was, I know that there's a huge lie going on. Huge. Massive. There's all the proof of this lie and there's all the proof of this darkness.
Yeah.
And so it pointed me towards the light. It pointed me towards the truth.
It really does.
It does.
Like, all of this shit points you back to God.
It does. So I don't... There could be some... I haven't read any of it yet, but... I mean, if it came from Judas, that's... I mean, I'm kind of a... Judas is a dink, so I'm kind of like...
I mean, some people argue that, like, he had a part to play assigned to him by God.
He did. Yeah, 100%. Like... But does that mean that I should listen to fucking Judas? No. I don't know. I could study what Judas says and what he thought, and like that would help me further understand the situation at the time, you know, and like maybe find some forgiveness for the fucking guy for selling Jesus out. But for like silver, like what, dude?
Yeah.
Getting mad at Mary Bethany, right? Or Mary of something.
Yeah, Mary Bethany.
Yeah, I just learned of that today. The anointing oil.
Yeah.
I want to use it for my beard because I'm the beard stroker. So get some holy anointing oil.
Yeah, maybe eventually we'll come out with our own beard oil. Everybody can get anointed.
Rub your beard just as much as we do. Yeah. Soft, luscious.
We'll sell t-shirts and beard oil.
It smells like shepherd's pie.
Right.
No, another thing that I was looking at too, just a lot of the stuff that my nerds are posting up is a lot of stuff with Candice Owens, a lot of stuff with like Nick Fuentes.
Dude,
we were kind of talking about
this arc she's been on has been crazy.
Yeah, insane. I haven't followed it fully. I've only seen like little bits of it, but
so like my coworker
if any
tried
of
to
it's
get
true,
me
it's
to
fucking crazy.
Like disavow things that she had to say. I'm like, she's got all the factual evidence to like back up all of her claims. So like, why is she crazy? Why is she not worth listening to?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh well, like back in the day, she had all these like lawsuits out about like racial profiling in the workplace. Like she had all these fucking bullshit lawsuits that it like turned out to not actually be racist, and she was trying to claim racist, and now she's out here like flipping the script that like, oh, all these black people need to just get over the fucking racist shit. And so
maybe she learned something along the way, you know?
He's like, she's not worth listening to. And I'm like, I think she's worth listening to. So I've been listening to her a lot.
That just sounds kind of ignorant, you know?
Yeah, right?
It does. It sounds like an ignorant take.
No, they just don't like people because they say a couple things you don't like, and then that gets blasted around the internet because people want you to not like them. But even if you don't like them, listen to them. They got good shit to say.
I mean, she's got a network of people that freaking drop
That's what's blowing my mind.
The
She's got the craziest network, apparently. How does she got all these
counterintelligence network?
All these little birds. She's like Viserys, the fucking master of whispers.
Yeah, it's literally, right? That's kind of along the lines of what she's got going on. I think that what it is, you know, when you get like a little public like that, she's public as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
She's got millions of people that listen to her.
Right.
And so you're bound to have a few people that really take to you, and they might actually have some intel. They might actually have some type of connections or knowledge, and they just kind of are like, hey,
right,
here's this, here's that.
Well, so
she just builds up a little network.
I first started, like, I've been hearing her shit for a while, of course, but like I first started like really listening to her and actually like hit the follow button with the Brigitte Macron shit.
Bridget, you mean?
Fucking, you mean John, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Like his original name.
Yeah.
Whoever the fuck he really is. Yeah.
No, that's some wild shit. I seen him slap the shit out of Macron,
right.
And that was, dude.
Well, so if anybody hasn't fucking heard it by now, I'm sure you must have. The fucking president of France is married to a man that is significantly older than himself, and that met him when he was 14 and like had started grooming him from 14. I think they like started dating at 17. She was like, well, he was like 40 at the time and was his teacher.
A teacher, yep.
Yeah. And you know, he had already been transitioned into a woman at this point, very clearly is a woman, or is a man. And yeah, that whole story is just so crazy and like undeniable. And now she's caught up in all these lawsuits with France, and they just don't have anything like worth standing on. They, instead of coming at her over the claims that she's a man, they're coming at her over like little fuck ups that she made here and there.
Yep. Now they're just trying to discredit her.
Right. And she's like, take me to fucking court about it. Like, we'll do this. And they're not doing it. Instead, they put a hit out on her, it seems. Like, whether or not
it was... That's the rumor.
Yeah. Not even a rumor. Like, she gave it to the government, and the government confirmed it. So she's got a hit out on her from an outside government, which is fucked that we're not, like, doing anything about that. And instead, all these people are now still calling her crazy. And it's like, nope, here's the fucking facts backed up by the government. Like, I know you don't like the government either, but...
Yeah.
The government's not on
what's even crazier
side.
Is...
The government wants her to shut the fuck up, too.
You got someone like Nick Fuentes. I just sent you the video before this of him saying he's got Candice fatigue.
Yeah.
And it's like at a certain level, we're watching a cancel culture type atmosphere appear around Candice from within the conspiracy community, which are the people that normally are against cancel culture. And we're kind of seeing it pop up in this way, kind of spearheaded by Fuentes in this regard, because he's the one with the hottest take on it. He's the one really standing on it, and he does have points talking about how she's making it look bad for all of us. Like, this is a bad thing for all of us because she's crazy, and that she shouldn't be saying these types of things. And he tries to hint at her dreams, that she says she's talking about having dreams, you know, that are wacky, wild Egyptian plains and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, once you start doing that, I mean, that's what we are as conspiracy theorists, bro. Even Candice, you know, like, she might have more of a official stance publicly, and she's platformed as more of a official type of person, official type of information source.
Well, yeah, she acts a lot more
I guess
credibly.
it does, yes. And so I understand what he's trying to say with that, but
it's like,
fuck,
dude,
man,
you're
we're in
fucking
America.
Nick Fuentes. You're the least credible. All you do is fucking scream and rant fucking the most offensive shit you can.
Yeah.
And like, though the dude makes valid points, it's like nobody wants to listen to your valid points ever because you just say the most heinous shit online. So who's giving fucking us a bad name, Nick? Because you're the one acting like a fucking retard on the internet.
Exactly.
Quit acting like a retard. You wear a fucking suit and do your hair, but then you act like an idiot. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're the one giving us a bad name. Get your shit together, Nick.
Yeah. It feels like he's being positioned, like...
It really does.
Popularity exploding the way that it has in recent times. It's just really wild.
There is a civil war within the right. And where it is happening is within the social media influencers that existed within the right before all of this happened. So it was all a big club, and everybody all kind of got together for the most part because it was the right versus the left, and then the right won, and then Charlie died. Charlie got assassinated, and there was this fucking, all right, let's look into that. Let's see what the fuck's going on with Charlie. Well, really, before Charlie,
and then sides started getting established from that.
It was before Charlie because fucking Trump wanted to back Israel, and people started saying, what the fuck? And really, before that, nobody was kind of saying what the fuck to Trump. Everybody was, like, the whole right was on board with the ICE shit. They were on board with the fucking one big beautiful bill until you really start looking into it. Like, people were on his side until he's like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to send all this money to Israel still. And everybody's like, wait, what the fuck? We're still doing that? Why are we still doing that? And then it just got more, like, the Israel dick got deeper and deeper down the government throat. And everybody's like, wait. We're supposed to be, like, the right side, these values, America first. And that's where, and then Charlie died. And so there's this rift between the people that give a fuck about that and the people that are trying to cover it up and not give a fuck about that because they're bought and paid out for. So it's causing this civil war within the right. And I don't think it's really so much like people like regular people, regular right. They're just still right. It's really just happening within the social media area of the right because whoever wins the popularity it's like that's who's gonna control the
majority,
the social zeitgeist of what's fucking going on.
So they're kind of fighting they're fighting over that zeitgeist.
Essentially that's what Charlie was. Charlie was running the public narrative for the right. Everybody was on board with what he was saying. And until he was like, wait, no, we're not going to look into the Epstein shit because Trump said we're not looking into the Epstein shit. And that's when people started falling off from Charlie. And Charlie was like, wait a minute. Starts looking into it. And then starts looking into Israel. And then dies. So, I mean...
Yeah, a little bit of a conundrum going on with that.
When it's not clear to people like Nick that these things line up like fucking dominoes... And when you see all this trail of fallen dominoes and a fucking toddler sitting there that's like, I didn't push him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You can't follow that line of dominoes to that toddler and figure it the fuck out. It's pretty plain and simple and clear right now. Like everybody's doing the legwork and all the information is out there online to see plain and clear. Like even the Big Eye, they're putting out their own videos that are just blatantly showing you what they're doing. It's not hidden. Yep. So to be like, oh, I don't think we need to look into that. No, you're fucking stupid. You're making us look bad because now it's obvious that you're fucking paid out. And so how many of us are going to be paid out? How much of our, like, the news, the mainstream news is not worth listening to because we know they're all bought and paid for. Their narrative is bullshit. So we had to go to the internet to get the real news. And now it's plain and clear that, oh, all the fucking people on the internet are bought and paid for. So how are we going to get our...
This
like,
money
if you don't have integrity, where the fuck are you supposed to go for your news?
The money that was getting dumped into the news by the controllers, by the different parties, by the different corporations, the money that these donors used to give to the mainstream news, because that's what everybody listened to, and that's what everybody trusted. That was the voice, the megaphone. Now that that's going away, and we're getting a lot more of like internet influencers, social media influencers, and podcasts and alternative forms of media, where do you think that those people that were dumping untold millions into the mainstream news networks, where do you think all that money's gone now? Because it isn't going into the mainstream media. Their money is like low as fuck now. Their viewership is low as fuck now.
Yeah.
That money didn't just stop. Like, people, controllers aren't just like, okay, now that the
like, the only
MSN
reason they're keeping the mainstream news going is for the boomers. You got to keep the boomers satiated until they're gone. Once the boomers are gone, the news is gone.
That money isn't just like not going into the information war space.
Right.
It's being diversified now.
Right.
They're not dumping all of it into CNN, into Fox, into MSNBC. They're dumping it now into these figures.
Could you name one fucking millionaire Candice, or a billionaire that's willing to donate to people that actually speak the truth? Because I can't think of one fucking millionaire or billionaire that would donate to somebody that's telling people what's up.
Or endorsing them even.
That harms their self-interest. So anybody fucking sponsored, anybody that's getting donations, anybody that's obviously making more money than they used to, they're suspect,
Yep, immedially.
Because it's like, where are you getting your money? And
it may not even be as distinct, distinct as like, we're going to pay you this money and you're going to say this. It might not, all it really takes is once someone gets a taste of that.
Yeah.
Once they get a taste of, all of a sudden one of my things went super viral and I'm in the public square being talked about, and like,
you get to hang
and then
out
all of a sudden
with
you get
XYZ.
a flush of cash. And you're like,
start
holy
hanging
shit.
out with celebrities and public figures and making connections and getting
and then
popular.
You figure out where your bread is buttered. What are you going to do? You're going to go talk to that fucking cow, and you're going to make sure that cow keeps bread in your fucking butter. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
And so
bread in your butter.
It can happen to Candace Owens. People think she might be 100%. A Fed. It could happen to fucking Tucker Carlson. People,
she could be getting gang stalked right now. You know what I mean?
Certainly,
to the degree
got
of
handlers.
Yes, like where she's got people, like she could just be being kind of attacked.
That's why it's crazy that Turning Point is trying to get her to show up in person, and then they're blasting the time and place on the internet. It's like she's got a hit out on her.
Setting it up.
They want her dead.
Something I saw, though, is that she went to a Christmas party. She's in
security.
Light of this, and people are saying, like, just, nothing to see here, just someone who's literally shouting online every day about how she's got a hit out and she's afraid for her life. But then she goes to a public place with all these influencers for a political party, and fucking she's just hanging out listening to Jingle Bell Rock.
You're gonna just hide inside for the rest of your life? Like, she could go out and live, and if she doesn't, somebody stops her from living, then it just proves her right. Like, at this point, you can't kill her, because then it's gonna prove her right. She'd have
Tim
such
Pool
a fucking...
polls his live chat, Candice Owens or Nick Fuentes. Nick leads by 80%. So we see where
Nick is getting propped up right now by everybody. Where you couldn't even talk about Nick. Now Nick is going around and making the fucking rounds and getting propped up and getting asked questions like, what if you were president? What would you like? Nick is getting propped up to be a political figure.
He is getting propped up so hard.
And it's like, Nick is not the replacement for Charlie.
This is what happens. This is what happens when we have such dramatic climates on either side of the aisle for too long. Like we had the whole Obama years leading into Biden years.
Yeah.
And that was such a far push for the country. And they just did so much, with in the culture space where they pushed people way too far. And then we had the taste of Trump, and then it's shifting completely to the right, this rubber band effect, this snapback.
Yeah.
And it's just, all I know is if we get a Nick Fuentes presidency, you want to talk about Trump being a Hitler,
I heard
Trump would look moderate
talking about,
compared to a Fuentes presidency.
J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk.
Yeah, dudes, talking about them actually,
like JD as president,
like maybe,
and her as vice president. But then whoever was talking about it was like, "Oh, she'd make a good president."
Dude, did you hear about them? There's like rumors from people, and actually, Vance's wife went public with this, denouncing the rumors of JD Vance leaving his wife for Erica Kirk.
Yeah,
there was rumors going for that.
Yeah,
because she introduced him. Yeah. On stage and gave him a hug that was a little too long.
Yeah, it was a
That's
little
what that
intimate.
all spawned from.
Well, and also she was like, nobody can replace my husband, but JD Vance is fucking awesome.
And
Suck
then
his dick.
the wife, literally, and then the wife, JD's wife, was spotted without her ring after that.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what sparked the controversy, and I mean, bro, what the fuck are we talking about? The drama sphere around this shit is like, it's such, it's so
good. The TPUSA shit is crazy. The fact that there should be hard fucking lines drawn between the government and the industry, and the government and the media. And the fucking
it's just being blurred.
Like
so
they're just so in bed
now.
with each other. Like I just saw this other thing that the White House just fucking switched who's allowed in their press room when they're giving the press conferences, and they're only because you have to essentially all these news people that come to do the press meetings with the fucking Speaker of the House. They're essentially invited there. You have a pass to come and be
a
part
press
of that
pass.
press.
Yeah.
So they just switched who's allowed to be there because the anti-Semitic questions were getting a little too intense. Can't have so many anti-Semitic questions in the White House newsroom, so they had to switch who
just
their fucking
controlling
news
the
people
narrative.
were. Yeah. If that's what the news wants to talk about, that's the news. You can't tell the news what the news is.
Yeah, they're gatekeeping a very relevant set of questions. They're gatekeeping the information right now. Obviously, I mean we all know that.
And the questions are, why do we continue to give money to Israel, and how long are we going to keep doing that? Why haven't they been made to register the fact that they have nuclear weapons? Why are we still on their side if they've been deemed by the UN, I don't support the UN, but the UN has said that they've broken international war crimes and holds Bibi Netanyahu as a criminal. They want to arrest him.
Yeah.
And we're just we're going to ignore all of that.
They're too valuable an ally.
Those are valid questions. Those three alone. Not to mention all the questions.
They would say for why do we send them money? They would say because they are a strategic ally, and I mean to a degree they are. To a degree, definitely.
No.
100%. In the Middle East, dude, absolutely.
Not when everybody
huge
in the Middle East
lanes
is their
and
enemy.
everything. Yes.
No.
Now, no. Even then, we definitely as far as from an empire standpoint. That I see why they want Israel, from an empire standpoint. They want the ties with Israel because they control the sea. They control the shipping lanes, and it's a major trade from east to west. It's major. And they also get to flood the area with U.S. weapons and do pot shots on oil countries. And get them to fall in line and keep selling us oil and keep us as the petrodollar, and then they get to control narratives about what happened with World War II surrounding the entire thing. They don't want to open up the gate because it's too valuable to them to keep Israel as an ally. It's just too valuable.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, would I want to be, want them to be our greatest ally? Not necessarily. No, especially the way that it's been run. Now, if I could somehow throw my weight around and get them to fucking stop the bullshit, and stop being controlled by, like, why don't we just do a reverse coup? Because we've already been couped by them, They control all of our shit. We got to reverse coup the fuck out of them and have them be our lapdog instead of the U.S. being their lapdog.
Right.
Like, do that shit.
Yeah, you're the size of New Jersey. What are you talking about?
The only power that they probably hold is major blackmail. Major blackmail. And fucking...
Major blackmail?
Yes, that guy. His name happens to be Bebe.
Oh,
that dude's got
Epstein
dirt
shit
on everybody. Yeah, that level type shit. Where now, we can't even frickin' have that conversation. Trump, when he first got in, is frickin'... It literally, don't worry about that shit. It means nothing. Why is everybody all hung up on that?
Yeah.
He said that shit, dude. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? It's wrapped up. There's so much more to that, I think, than this list. I think this list is like surface.
Trump was supposed to be the free speech guy. He was supposed to be the left's trying to stop you from talking about stuff. Keep talking about the stuff when they tell you not to talk about it, sort of thing. And now he's
Trojan
like, hey,
horse.
Don't talk about Israel.
Yep.
Don't talk about Charlie Kirk assassination. Don't talk about Tyler Robinson. Fucking...
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane. We got kind of hoodwinked hardcore as a country with shit.
I saw a video of Texas. Texas, of all places. Texas is supposed to be the freest fucking state. Where the police showed up at this guy's door because he made a post that was anti-Semitic on Facebook. And they wanted to talk to him about it. And he's like, do you have a fucking warrant? And he's like, get the
fuck off my property.
Yeah. No, that's insane. You can thank your buddy Cruz.
Yeah, that's nuts. I would have done the same thing. Get the fuck out of here until that part of the Constitution or that part of the Bill of Rights is fucking written out. Goodbye.
So there was that Marjorie Taylor Greene made that video and stepped down. People are mad at her for stepping down.
How's Marjorie Taylor Greene again?
The senator. The really good fucking senator. The one of only 2 senators that didn't take AIPAC money.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She stepped down?
Yeah. Cause
she was forced out.
No. Well, maybe.
No, I mean, shit, dude. You take a stance against AIPAC, you're fucked. You're fucked. They're like the most powerful lobbying fucking organization on planet Earth. Fucking nuts.
Man.
They're just going for total control. Dude, you know what's crazy? I told you about this the other day. Fucking listening to the Nephilim Death Squad podcast.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, like even like during COVID, that era, I'm listening and I'm getting vaccine frickin' vaccine commercials.
Oh yeah.
It felt like a real like they were sticking it to they're like, oh, okay, you want to talk about this, then we're gonna throw those ads on your show.
Right.
Because they don't know what ads, they don't care, they're just running ads, and then Spotify just chooses what ads. And I was getting vaccine ads, and I was getting pissed, getting so mad, dude. I'm yelling at my phone, trying to change the algorithm because they listen to you. So I'm trying to yell at it and like get it to do something else. Eventually, it stopped, and literally, dude, this week I get a UJA. Look up what UJA is real quick. Yeah. UJA ad. And it was the first time I ever heard it, and it's talking about anti-Semitism. It's talking about, in the fight against anti-Semitism, UJA stands stands against that. From the United States to Israel, dude, nuts, crazy shit.
UJA.
And then I got that ad like 5 fucking times in the span of like an hour, dude. Yeah, they just kept rolling it on me, and I'm starting to tweak the fuck out. But how crazy is that?
So the one I was getting, and like these are Christian Bible guys. If you've never listened to Nephilim Death Squad, go listen to Nephilim Death Squad.
Yeah.
And that I was getting commercials about Medium. Like, oh, do you miss a dead loved one? Come meet this fucking medium and talk to your dead loved one. It's like, that's insane.
Fucking
like, these guys don't believe in that. That's insane. All right, so the UJA, Federation of New York, is the largest local philanthropic largest local philanthropy in the world. Largest local philanthropy in the world. Headquartered in New York City and has been a central force for commercial planning and philanthropy in the New York Jewish community since 1917. It was formed in 1986 through the merger of the United Jewish Appeal, established in 1939, and the Federation of Jewish So it's Jewish philanthropers working for Jewish benefits in New York City.
Yeah, they're what they're doing is they're moving money, you know, and what the ad was saying is that they are trying to use that money to set up meetings. So they want to set up like spaces for the discussion on anti-Semitism. They want to set up they want to connect people who are they want to do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's their biggest problem right now is they're saying everybody's being anti-Semitic.
And what's crazy is they're on NDS.
Yeah, no, that's
with
insane.
that shit, dude. That's an active attack. That's an attack.
Yeah.
Really,
it's like, let me take your viewers because I know these are the anti-Semitic people.
And it's like warning us. It's like threat. It's like a threat, dude. Really.
So I'm putting this out to the community. I want comments. I want information because I don't know enough about this yet, and I do plan to look into it. But the idea is that this anti-Semitic word, it's not working. It's not okay. You can go and say somebody's being racist when they're being racist. You can't just say somebody's being anti-Semitic every time they say anything negative about a Jew.
Yeah.
Another problem is there's so many different kinds of Jews. So Jewish, if anybody was unclear, is a religion and a nationality or a race. You know, it's a bloodline thing and a belief thing. And when it comes to the belief thing, there's many different sides of it. Like you have Christian and Catholic, but then within Christianity, you've got Baptist and fucking all the different kinds of Christianity.
Presbyterian and
fucking Mennonites,
Pentecostal, Mennonite. You got all this shit.
All the weirdos. And then even in Catholics, you've got the Orthodox Catholics, you got the Roman Catholics, like whatever. Jews have different. There's Orthodox Jews, there's Hasidic Jews, there's all different kinds of Jews. There's just people that were, they're born Jewish, and so they're also just raised to be Jewish, but they're not really practicing. So they're just like shanghaied into this like propaganda. Oh, you're one of us. But like there's so many different kinds of Jews, and these people that don't even know, because like Christians, they just were raised Christians and went to church and never put any like thought or practice or research into their belief. They just get wrapped up into the thing. Like, all Christianity isn't the same. All Jewish isn't the same. So we shouldn't have this one word for all the different types of Jewish. We shouldn't have all the one word for all the different types of Christianity either. Is there just one kind of... There's got to be different types of Muslim.
Probably. Yeah, 100%.
You've got, like, your Muslim extremists.
You got Shiite, whatever. You got freaking...
So, like, there's Zionists.
There's...
But, like, Zionists just believe in a greater Israel. right? They want an Israel homeland, and they want it to be bigger.
That's probably the one, though, dude, honestly.
But any of the different things could be part of that, right? So, like, let's clarify what the different things are when we're talking about them. Let's start talking, because, like, I've got a cousin that's Jewish, and she'll look at certain Jews and she says, I fucking hate those guys. Those are a cult. Those guys are child rapists. And, like, who are they? You know, let's fucking call them out for what type of Jewish they are, so they're not able to use the anti-Semitic term and, like, put themselves under the same umbrella as all these other Jews, because we don't have a problem with all the Jews. I just said my cousin's Jewish. Like, I don't have a problem with Jews. Jews are fine. Fucking be Jewish.
Yeah.
There's no problem with that. It's when you want to fucking take it out on the world that you're Jewish because of anti-Semitism, because of what happened in Germany. And it's like, this is all a fucking story that you have built and you're using, and we can see it.
It's a shield.
Yeah.
It's a shield.
Yeah. You don't hear the fucking Germans talking about the fucking German genocide. You don't hear the Christians in Russia talking about the fucking, what's it called? The fucking Christian genocide in Russia that was probably the most Christians killed ever.
The Bolshevik Revolution.
The Bolshevik Revolution. The fucking...
Yeah.
The Chinese were enslaved when they first got here. The Irish were basically enslaved when they first got here.
I think basically, dude, it's just like a tell. It's really what it is. It's just a tell, because there's really no way to get around it, especially right now, just with how it's a tell where the power is, you know, and where the control is. Like, you can't say anything, and where it's been, you know, where it's been. And it's like we need to have discussions on it that
it's like every culture deserves
that don't play into
some
the hand.
Fucking grace. You don't deserve more grace than everybody's culture. Like, everybody's culture deserves grace.
Literally.
We've all had hardships.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it's crazy how it's being weaponized nowadays to such an effect that you can't have conversations. You can't have open-aired conversations that aren't at such a high level that it's like gatekeeping. You know, you can't have like a normal person who doesn't really understand, so they'll use a general term.
That's how I wanted to start this whole thing.
Until they have some type of knowledge. But how do you get that knowledge if even inquiring is considered anti-Semitic?
Right.
You can't. And so then it comes down to, you just don't even do it. Because if you do it, then that means you're anti-Semitic. You can't have a discussion or have any type of opposition type of view on a... It could be a fucking terrible thing.
Right.
Could be a terrible thing that any other person anyone else, any other group does it, and we can blast them. We can blast them, and it's amplified, if not fucking just left alone in the public eye.
Right.
But you say anything to the effect, and then all of a sudden you have this UJA after you, frickin' shooting cash, dude. Just frickin' sending it to create networks and meetings and new organizations to shut you the fuck up.
Well,
and it's to that effect, we see where it is and we see what it is, and so it's kind of like,
I think it's too obvious. I think it's
we got to figure out better nuanced
something
ways,
deeper than what we're seeing. But I think
and that's also another thing too.
Before that, though.
That's
what you're saying before. Because I wanted to start the episode like this almost. I was thinking about it today. That, like, it is really fucked up that we essentially are afraid to have a conversation. Like, there's things that you and I want to talk about that we're not talking about right now. You know, we're holding ourselves back from saying certain things today. And like I said in our previous episode, like, we should probably eventually talk about Hitler because he's a significant historical figure, and there's a lot we could go into about it. And we're worrisome about even touching that topic because of, you know, what happens when you do. And it's like there shouldn't be.
You see historically what's happened when you start trying to talk about something and just see what the fuck's up with it, and just
when
form
I can
an
say
opinion on it that isn't told to you.
Right. When I can say that I love everybody and think everybody is worthy of God's love and grace and life and the pursuit of happiness, and I don't wish harm on anybody or for anybody else to harm anybody, but I want to have this conversation, and you're going to say that it's harmful for me to say that, and I need to be shut down or taken off the internet, and I'm a new podcast, and I don't want to have to worry about that, so I probably shouldn't talk about these things. Or more so, worry for my life about certain, like I got my wife talking about like, don't go too far with what you're saying on the internet, because I don't want to have to raise our daughter alone. Like, I don't want to have to worry about you fucking getting in trouble and getting shot. Like, that's where we're at. And that's fucked up. We should be able to have conversations about anything. I mean,
it goes back to the Charlie Kirk thing, dude. Right. Guy's just talking.
Right.
Guy's just talking. Guy just has his own opinion. And I mean, with the narrative they're trying to serve up with the Tyler Robinson thing, and it's like,
the claim is going to be that like, dude, you can't say anything because it's anti-Semitic, then what is like the actual legal ramification? Because if that's the case, let's get a fucking little blurb that says, this is the law, this is what I'm saying, this is why it's not anti-Semitic, this is my little clarification warning,
have like a disclaimer.
A little disclaimer that pops up, because like that's essentially what's going to have to happen, is because it's going to get passed into law. That's what it looks like. We're on the way for that. And so every video you're going to have a disclaimer that like legally binds your fucking right to keep talking, because you can get around whatever it is. Like, I don't want that for us. We should just be able to continue to talk. It's just talking. But now people are getting shot for talking, and then you've got an entire,
it goes above
huge majority, a majority, it was probably more than half of the people, at least within our country, praised the death of Charlie Kirk. And
I wouldn't say more than half. I would say,
I would think so.
I think that a lot, because I saw a lot of people that were on the left that they were appalled really at the people that were
it was disgusting,
praising his death. I think that it was probably a good 15 to at tops 0.25% of the country that was happy it happened and celebrated it. And then there was probably another 20 to 30% that didn't support him, but I mean, they witnessed a man get shot and killed, and they're not going to celebrate it. They may not have agreed with his views, but they're not scumbags, you know?
They've done such a good job of dividing everybody up that people just won't unify, because it is so very clear that, like, this is the time to unify. This would be the time to protest. This would be the time to boycott. This would be the time to fucking... Everybody should fucking be writing their senators and their governors and their fucking government. Everybody should be calling and fucking picketing and protesting. Everybody should be boycotting. Like, no violence, 100%. But fucking everybody should be doing something.
Has to,
you see it in other countries
where
the fucking French are spraying manure on their government buildings because they keep fucking
that's
with
sick,
them.
Dude.
And it's happened for the last couple years. You keep seeing the French revolting against their government.
And Belgium's another place where that's happening. It's happening all over the place.
There was that one country.
And we are in a media blackout.
Yeah,
the United States is in a media blackout with all these other countries. The only way we get it is from fringe areas of the internet, is where we start seeing that this shit's actually happening. We got a worldwide revolution trying to happen. It is actively trying to happen, and they know it, and they have control. So they're just siloing the fuck out of everybody. They're further dividing us with these radical influencers and their opinions, and they're making their voices louder while silencing moderate to damn right logical human beings, rational human beings that want to have a voice because they feel like the shit's going nuts out there, and they feel like they might have a little insight on how maybe we could chill the fuck out and what we really should be directing our attention to, instead of fighting over bullshit semantics. It's come to that point now where I think things are turning. They're trying to turn into a way. They really are. They're trying to.
It does seem like we're on an upward trajectory.
It feels like it wants to, but then we have this resistance. We have this resistance coming at us from the control structure and from the houses of power, because this change that would happen would unseat a good amount of them. I mean, I'm also like, why the fuck don't you guys just pivot then? Why are you so hell-bent on holding it this way? When all you'd have to do, I mean, you're powerful. You could fucking pivot, dude.
There's got to be a fear of world nuclear war. I think they're so afraid of going to nuclear war with the whole world. Like,
someone's at the head of it, and they are a crazy fucker. Dude, all right. I'm not going to say who it is, but someone's at the head of it, and they are threatening the nuclear war. And they're like, if we don't do this the way that we want it done...
Everybody with bombs threatens nuclear war. China's, I think, the only one not threatening. Russia is like, we have them, motherfucker. Quit fucking with us. We're taking and keeping this space that we have in Ukraine. Like, Russia, that was the thing that was just fucking... So Trump...
I haven't really paid attention to that Ukraine, and I probably should, but I haven't paid attention to that, like, since the first, 6 months that it went on.
Trump had issued, a peace deal recently, and Putin's response was basically, fuck you, I'm not signing this, because they're saying we are keeping these cities that we've annexed. Like, they've taken territory, and they're keeping it. They're not giving back any land that they've taken.
No.
And I feel like rightfully fucking so. But, yeah, they're ready to use nuclear bombs at any fucking time. You got the Samson agreement in Israel?
Yeah.
Like, they're...
Samson Accord.
Yeah, the Samson Accord. They're ready to fucking loose all their nuclear bombs if they feel like their sovereignty is threatened. India doesn't. Does India? I don't know who the countries.
India's got nukes.
But they don't
India's
threaten.
Definitely got nukes.
They don't threaten. But yeah, no, it's fucking insane. So I imagine that Trumpsky is probably scared, even though we have the most nukes.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter really, because it only takes one nuke going off in the right way for all those dominoes to fall.
I saw this thing. Somebody broke it down. That it's like, apparently, nuclear war. I didn't think about it like this, but it's like you're not just going for that initial strike because there's going to be retaliation. So like you wouldn't necessarily go for our largest cities and our population centers right off the bat. You would go for military outposts and primarily our nuclear warheads. Because when you shoot nukes at us, we're going to retaliate with more nukes. So if China loosed all their 200 plus nukes all at once they have 200 plus silos, I should say. If they loosed from all their 200 plus silos all at once and hit 200 plus of our silos, we still would have another 200 plus to retaliate with. Knock out all their silos, and then they're fucked. And then
crazy.
So like
just to hold the power. But if you have 200 nukes go off at once,
we're talking about devastation.
Sorry. Yeah, devastation on the planet or the realm.
Like, it's not going to be like the most high population places, but it's going to be
nuts
all over.
That would be a good way to have the alien deception happen right there. Right there. We had the 3-Eye Atlas thing, which, what the fuck happened to 3-Eye Atlas? That's gone now.
Yeah, it's out of
Nobody's talking about that. The Zeitgeist, it literally took us over, had a bunch of fear, and drummed up the whole alien thing, had people polarized to the alien thing, and fucking turn out to be wrong, and fucking, it's like, what the fuck? And
it got a bunch of people to fake alien drones, and it got a bunch of people to believe in those faked alien drones.
Yep. And then, so we have that happening, but it's like, we have the real thing happening, which is what we've been talking about. We've got this like world conflict kind of setting up. This stage is being set for another world conflict, and obviously we got nukes on the table with this world war. You know, it's not fucking 80-something years ago now where nobody had nukes until we did, and then it ended the war. It's like, no, all of us have them now. All of the players that matter do, anyway. And so what happens when all the nukes start flying? Maybe a couple of them do go off, and so it kind of shows us the fear really sets in. And then we have the stage set for like, oh shit, here it comes, and it's being televised, you know? It's being televised. We got it on the news. We're watching Doomsday happen. Everybody's got front row seats. The alarms are blaring in the town squares. Everybody's like, holy fuck, we're all about to die. Some damage does get done with a couple of nukes, but then it's like the final volley. And then all of a sudden, all those fucking missiles get taken out, and here comes the mothership.
Mm-hmm.
And on the White House lawn, we got fucking the little fucks come down and be like, we demand to meet with your people because this is fucking nuts what you guys are doing. That's it right there. The alien thing fucking kicks off. And I mean, at that point, the deception of that would be so felt throughout vast majority of the population that most people would fucking be instantly and forever altered. They would be like, dude, you didn't see that? What, you think nukes didn't drop? What happened to that whole city then? That whole city got wiped the fuck out. What happened to all those people? What happened to this shit? And we all saw it. Everybody across the planet, we all had it. All from different news agencies. They saw the missiles coming, the radar blips. We saw that shit. And then there was a fucking camera. Like, our satellites started fucking getting blown up and shit was getting fucked up.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, what? So that's not real? And it's like, no, dude, it's been a thing. That's been, you know, in the works for like 100 years almost now.
Well,
where we've been working on it.
You got the government moved their Space Force base, and people are talking about that is going to lead to disclosure. You know, Elon and his SpaceX, they just keep amping up their rockets more and more.
Yep. Elon's set to be the world's first trillionaire here very soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's with all them fucking government payouts, really.
Yeah, 100%. He's just NASA 2.0.
Like, you don't see many Teslas on the road. I mean, you do.
I see quite a few.
I was gonna say, you do see a lot. You do see quite a lot.
I do see quite a few.
And
I used to kind of hate the Cybertruck.
Oh, I like it. It is right up my alley. I like blocky, and it is a block.
I kind of hate the way it looks, but what I really like about it is that it's like faster than a fucking Ferrari.
Yeah. And
it's like it can tow a fucking like airliner. It's got an insane amount of torque and towing capability to where a little tiny fucking Cybertruck, they're tiny, dude, for a truck. They are tiny.
Yeah.
And that thing could tow a fucking Boeing 747. I mean, if we're led to believe it from Elon, which Elon's a topic we're going to end up going down at some point.
Yeah, we got to do research on him.
Fully.
Deep dive. There's like videos from his nanny talking about how fucking...
Yep. How he's literally the Antichrist.
Yeah. And
literally
like,
the
who
Antichrist.
knows how credible she is, or if she was actually his nanny. Like, who the fuck is that lady? There's a lady that claims to be his nanny that talks about raising the Antichrist.
Yeah. Yep. And then between that and like his initiatives that he's just had, and like the whole happenstance, his family ties to those emerald mines. Dude, Elon is a deep dive.
Yeah.
And I think he's got everybody fucking hoodwinked. I wouldn't trust that fucker as far as I could outthink him. That dude's like 500 fucking years ahead of me.
I was gonna say, you wouldn't be able to throw that oblong-shaped parallelogram fucking body he's got.
Yeah. He's got a Cybertruck build.
He's got a Cybertruck build. That's why he built it like that.
No, I don't know, dude. Fucking... It's all leading to, like, Revelation, you know, the
Yeah.
It truly is.
It's leading me closer to God.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's making me live my life a little bit more rigorously. Thank you.
There we go. Wriggly.
I do falter quite a bit. Hi, my name's David. I'm a sex addict. But, I do strive every day to... I falter at this. I don't make a connection with God as often as I should. I think I do pray every day. My wife has been helping me to pray at dinner every night, which is great.
Yeah, that's always good.
And yeah, I've always got like God in my head. So yeah, I make a connection every day, but I've been striving to actually like make good on the things that I usually like feel shit about doing.
Yeah.
Like eating right and exercising and...
The eating right thing is literally, bro, that is... to me, and I know that there's like, there's other shit going on.
Like I'm trying to do more things that the Bible says.
The eating right thing, bro, I feel like is actually way higher than people really want to believe it is.
Like I want to remove pork from my diet. It's so hard to give up pork, and it's in so many things.
There's arguments to be made with the Old Testament diet that they've talked about, that because Jesus came and everything, there's the argument to be made that all things are clean.
My argument, all things are clean.
Through Christ, yes, that all things are clean.
So
like how you said that if you pray over your food, you should be good. You know, there's an argument to be made for that, but at the same time, we know that that's not true. You know, we know that. I mean, there's
certain things are
an
unhealthy
aspect
for
of
you.
Faith. Yes, there's an aspect of faith though, because you can see motherfuckers, dude, that maybe they're like a really good Christian. You know, they pray every day, they go to church, they tithe, they do the fucking thing. You know, and then they eat like fucking shit, but they live forever and they never get fucking disease, dude.
Yeah.
You know, or there's people that maybe they're not like the best of Christians, like as far as like publicly, like maybe they don't go to church all the time, maybe they skip church here and there, maybe they only go like once a fucking year for like Christmas or Easter.
Right.
And then they just kind of are like farmers, you know, and they live off their land and they have like high diets with like shit in it, you know, or they have a bad habit, they drink hard or they fucking smoke like chimneys, and those motherfuckers outlive everybody.
Yeah, those are the centenarians.
But they're living like in congruence with the word, you know. They're like, they have God, they know about God, and they know that if they work the land, so they're like good stewards, they're good to their families. You know, they don't hurt people, you know, and they kind of live a life in accordance to God and his will and his design. And they just live fucking forever. Even if they have like shitty shit going on where it's like, yeah, I smoke like a fucking chimney and I drink like a fish. But like my fields are plowed and my family's fed and I treat them phenomenally and everybody around me loves me because whenever they need something, I help them. And my community likes me because I give them during times of strife. Say a fucking bad storm hit, fucking that guy's just handing out fucking corn or whatever he had, or fucking milk, you know, like that. There is something to be said that praying over your food, or at least living a life in congruence with the faith, that it could potentially shield you from negative effects of shit that other people that maybe they're just shitty Christians, like they might just put God in the back of their mind whenever they're fucking doing this shit. They know it's wrong, but they do it anyway, and they like don't do anything extra in life, you know, that's good. They know they should, but they just don't, you know, for whatever reason. They're the ones that have that guilt that eats them away, and it forms a tumor on their fucking spleen, and they're fucking like, you know, like it just eats them away.
So, but the way I've been rationalizing it though is like, yeah, it's not going to damn my soul that I have some pork, but there are studies that show that it's not healthy. So it's like,
oh yeah, 100%.
It's like God was also just trying to help, like not just give us rules, but like help us to live properly when he was giving us all those rules. And so, yeah, the food's hard. There's a lot of food I would need to cut out if I was going to do that. That one's tough. So I have just been trying to pray over my food more now.
Yeah.
But another one is the clothing. Like, don't mix your cotton and your linen, I think it said.
Yeah,
but like
dude,
more than that, don't even wear synthetic fibers at all. Get rid of all the synthetic fibers.
Yeah.
Wear linen or cotton or muslin or something natural. Don't wear synthetic fibers. And so now I'm trying to go through and get rid of all my synthetic shit. I just bought new bed sheets, and so I got 100%
it's
cotton
so
bed sheets.
expensive.
Yeah. Well, luckily Walmart had some 100%
I looked up
alpaca
cotton socks.
Yeah.
And it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
For one pair, it's like $50 bro.
Look up linen.
For one
I was like, I want linen sheets. Linen sheets are fucking like $200, $150 for just some linen sheets. I wanted like linen clothes. That's like getting real fucking fancy. You can only linen clothes you're gonna find are like Middle Eastern style clothing. Like they're allowed to dress properly because they got the fucking oil money to do it.
Yeah.
But they know too. They're all just wearing linen because that's the best. It raises your. So the reason you don't want to cross your fabrics or wear synthetic fabrics is because the synthetic fabrics dampen the frequency that you have as a human being. It lowers your energy, and crossing fabrics like cotton and linen, even though they're both natural, can still lower your frequency. So you want to raise that frequency. You want to boost that energy. You wear one solid natural fiber, like cotton or linen or muslin or something else that's natural. Hemp. Like that's why those hippies were so fucking happy. They're all wearing hemp shit.
Organic cotton.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do that, but that's expensive, and it's like a little thing here, a little thing there. But now I actually got to like look at my clothes when I go and buy new clothes, or I never buy clothes, but I got to get rid of what I'm wearing. It's killing me.
Yeah.
Just knowing about it is killing me.
I think that there's something to be said that knowing all of this is half the battle, and then actually doing it is the harder half.
Yeah.
The harder half is doing it.
It is just
my body. You can
know
it your whole life.
So I can say, let the fucking wolves have my body. Let them eat of my flesh because they can't have my soul. And as long as I'm giving my soul to God every day and keeping that connection and staying pure, trying to, at least, by the grace of God, then fuck it. Let them do what they want to my body. Let them poison me and fucking fuck up my frequency. Just don't get fucking...
No. At the same time... No. but no. So, like...
No, I am actively still trying to do my best. But, like, also, don't kill yourself if you can't. Because
the killing yourself part is definitely a fucking
it's a
problem.
hard fucking world to do it in. It's really fucking hard to do the things.
I kind of suffer from that quite a bit myself with the like fucking, because I know there's shit I should be doing every fucking day, and I'm one of them like procrastinating motherfuckers, bro. Like I just don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking bad, like super bad. The food thing though, going back to that. Is probably the most massive from my experience, because I've done a lot of different things. The clothes thing though, I do want to try hardcore, because I feel like that is like a boost that you could just give yourself from just something relatively simple. Like you don't really have to change a lot, you just have to dish the money out, you know, and then wear the clothes,
right? And
your frequency
and if you had
will
really good
raise.
High quality cotton and linen clothes, they're gonna last for a long time.
Yeah,
as opposed to your fucking bullshit Walmart bullshit.
Yeah, that wears out after you've worn it like 5 times and washed it like 5 times. The food thing is pretty much one of the hardest things right now, because they're attacking good food that's commercial.
Yeah, right.
Commercial good food is under an attack that is kind of disgusting and truly evil. Like you got the whole Bill Gates thing where they're trying to put vaccines. Not trying, they've done it.
Yeah.
Where they've actually created plants and strains of vegetables that house mRNA vaccines.
Yeah, and they're not going to advertise
doses.
Like, oh, come get your fucking vaccine lettuce, because that's No.
No.
It's just going to be
that
secretly
will not be
in
advertised. There. Yes. And they're going to find the way to do it legally, like through the FDA and through the even the politicians, dude. They're just going to find a way to legally not have to tell you.
Yeah.
And like that's
And if you thought there was any
concerning.
hope with RFK being in there and in charge of the health, fuck it.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on with that shit, dude? Like,
Dude,
I feel like he's just been strong, like held out,
Yeah.
like he's tied up and can't move because they've just unleashed the fucking lawsuits or they've just bound it all up in
it's more
bureaucracy.
than he can't move. They've got him pressured because he's putting out bullshit like, oh, let's get everybody a fucking digital device that will report your health. No, fuck you. That's some dystopic shit.
Yeah, the digital ID, freaking, it's all
I don't want a health
lines.
reading device. And he's like, oh, every
wearable.
Every American should have a health wearable. And it's like, no. Where the money is coming, or where is the money coming from for that, for one? And two, why the fuck do you care about my health? I've not had a fucking doctor's appointment. I have not had a checkup from a doctor since I was 11. I haven't been to a dentist ever.
Like, the dentist shit is scary shit too.
And guess what? The last time I was at the doctor at 11, they put me on fucking Ritalin, which they don't sell anymore because it was too extreme. It was like cocaine. They put an 11-year-old on fucking Ritalin.
Yeah, like, the pharmaceutical shit's nuts.
Before that, I went to a doctor for this. I fucking cracked my head open, and then I fell out of a window when I was 2. And this was also when I was 2. So I've been to a doctor.
It explains everything.
I've been to like a legitimate doctor like 3 times. I was born at home. Never been to a dentist, really, I don't think. Maybe like twice when I was really little for like a teeth cleaning. But like, why do you want to know my health? If we got such an overpopulation problem, let my health degenerate and let me die. Like, if the...
It's because they want to
I've been thinking about
your
this.
Health.
No,
they want to degenerate it. So they know you, and they know about your health, and they know what'll fuck you up more.
I don't understand this, though,
ads,
because it's like,
foods.
If the thing is overpopulation, like we were talking with the WEF, they're scared of overpopulation. Bill Gates says it. Why don't you just let the people die? Why are we
Because they don't just
fucking...
die. You have to kill them.
Right. People are meant to live up. My thing is, I think everybody would live to be around 120 if they weren't fucking with our diets and fucking with our food and fucking with our energy and fucking with everything.
Yeah.
If we lived naturally.
At least to a good 100. We'd be there.
Yeah. No, 100 would be easy.
Excuse me.
And you see it in other countries.
Easy. Life is hard. Life is hard on people. 100%. Even like good life, dude. Like fucking, you can fucking fuck yourself up pretty good.
Yeah.
Even accidentally, dude. Like you go digging in the ground for some shit, and then fucking all of a sudden you come across some crazy strain of mold. You get sick and fucking just wears you down.
Right.
Just wears you down over time. Just random shit. I think that like it's possible 100% to get to be that old. That's what it says biblically, and we have seen it in different cultures and shit. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I really want to know, bro? Like, how do we get our growth factor back up? You know, like when we're young, like it just happens naturally. You know, like you got a kid now, so you get to see it. You get to see the growth. Like they just have this growth and this like life.
They have this growth and this factor.
Yeah, dude. Like, and it's impressive, and it's awesome, and it's like it gets shut off on us. And for some people, it gets shut off early as fuck, but that's because of like life choices and stuff. And it's like, what if just eating a certain way, you know, we're good. Like it actually like gets our fucking like shit to regenerate and like heal damage.
Yeah.
You don't need the medicine. You really don't. Your food's the medicine. So you can, like, if you go on the path that you're on now and then you just take like a standard good diet, like good, like, bro, so you're going organic and just regular shit, you could extend your life from what it would be on the track that you're on now, but it might still be a little bit lower. But what about taking a certain diet or certain foods that could up your like regeneration factor, and it heals the damage. Yeah. And so you could actually get to that fucking 120-year fucking part.
I saw a thing recently. This dude had a formula, like an all-natural fucking concoction that would regrow teeth.
Yeah, dude, that's what I need.
And he showed pictures of the tooth regrowing.
There's so much scam shit with that, and like, that it's fucking rough.
Yeah. And like I've seen videos of like like tribes people out in Africa talking about
with perfect teeth.
Well, no, sometimes they got some fucked up teeth, but it's like these old men that know, like I don't use this shit that you fucking white people have when you come visit us and talk to us. Like, I know you're offering it to us, but we don't want it. We don't use it because it's unhealthy. It's harmful.
Yeah.
More than just to our body, but to our soul. Like, he knows these things somehow. And, like, they're not reading the fucking Bible. They're not studying the science. Like, how do they know?
Yeah.
They fucking know. And, like, Native Americans, you'd think, like, they taught us because, the Pilgrims came over and taught the Native Americans how to farm. And that's why they do Thanksgiving. Like, that's the fucking story. I just heard today, like, the Native Americans set up food forests. They would cultivate their favorite plants and fruit-bearing trees and shit. Yeah. And so they didn't, when it was like, oh, you go foraging for fruit, it's not like you're searching through the woods like we do when we're out in the woods
your
and trying to find food.
ancestors have set up like a whole area that's bountiful.
For generations, they've been growing the shit in the woods, and you don't have to tend to it like a farm. It's better than a farm. These white people like probably showed up and showed them a farm, and they laughed at them. They're like, fuck you and your farm. I'm going to take this corn that you just gave me and figure out how to grow it in the woods, but other than that, fuck you, and chop your head off.
Yeah.
They were not peaceful.
No, not really.
Yeah, no. Fucking crazy.
Well, the Three Sisters, you go into, like, the frickin', like, maybe they won't tell you in the history books that, like, they had whole regenerative, like forests that just were filled generationally with a perfect mixture of plants, like a little mini Eden, But they did tell you about the Three Sisters, and that's some shit that you don't hear anywhere else. Like, you really don't. Like, that was a huge thing that they taught, like, when we were kids.
What is that? Corn, like, squash, the Three Sisters. Green beans? Or corn, zucchini, and green beans? Lentils, which are beans, like, they're in that family. Okay. And
they're like the vine. And then squash, and then corn.
Okay.
So the corn is the structure.
It's
the pillar and the structure.
The vine goes up it.
And then the vine goes up it, and then the squash covers the area around it,
which keeps it wet.
Yes. So it keeps it alive,
Okay.
But that's 3 different food sources in the same plot working synergistically.
Right.
To produce food, and they'll just keep doing it. You know what I mean?
The Europeans weren't doing that.
No, they were just monocropping.
Yeah.
Maybe they would add like other like crops to like kind of maybe for a pest.
Right.
They might do some shit like that because there was stuff like that. But like I just find it fascinating that like that was never taught.
Right.
Like pushed into our heads. But what was pushed into our heads was the Three Sisters.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about the Three Sisters. It's like,
I mean, my wife had to teach me about it, and I was just already, it like escaped my brain. It was like in the deep dark recess. I forgot about it.
I remember that from school. I do.
I don't know. You said Three Sisters, and I immediately thought like hags, like witches, and fucking.
And it's just, I don't know, so it feels like to me that there could be something about, like, the natives potentially having, like, generational ancestral type food forests that they would use for harvesting. They did move around a lot, too, though. Right. They had a lot of, like, what's it called, nomad type culture going on. But it was very scheduled nomad.
Yeah.
It wasn't like random nomad. We just go wherever the food is.
Yeah. So if you are going around an area, if you are nomading in a territory, and you come back to this area where you've already planted food.
Yeah. It's already a known thing. And it would get passed on, through the elders and
it's
system,
driving me crazy that we aren't doing this. Why is everybody's yard not a food forest? How hard is it to fucking plant some fruit-bearing bushes and trees, man? How hard is it to plant some plants?
Bro, it's the programming.
Fuck all you old ladies and all you fucking men and women and faggots that are out there planting flowers. Fuck your flowers. Like, plant some flowers to attract pollinators, but you need pollinators for your victory garden.
Is a motherfucker.
Plant a fucking garden. Plant a fucking fruit forest. Yep. Yeah, fuck your HOA.
That's another massive thing that's been happening.
Part of an HOA, bring it up.
That's a huge thing that's been happening.
I mean, people talk about it, but I don't see it. I see a couple gardens here and there. I see a lot.
I do. Like, bro, all right, so I was doing a delivery in a certain area, and it was like in the middle of the like hood, kind of. Yeah. It was the hood. And I go and out front of this place, I see these gigantic potters. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Huge. You could fill it and use it as a tub if you wanted to, but it's like what you would see for a normal house plant, but just gigantic. And it's like fucking concrete. And there's this guy out front, and he's got like this dilapidated ass house, and he's just out front, and he's got a shit ton of freaking tomatoes and other shit growing, and he's doing like a little food forest thing. And I struck up a conversation with him about those pots, and he's like, I was like, dude, those things have got to be expensive. That's where my mind went immediately, other than being impressed that I'm like, this guy's doing it, like, this is fucking awesome. Even if he does have a shitty house, I already like it 1,000 times more than all these cookie cutter bullshit places that I visit on a daily that are just dumb with nothing sustained. It's just all for your viewing pleasure. Yeah. Like, what? But I asked him, I'm like, how much are these pots? And he's telling me that they're like upwards of like $300 to $500. That his brother worked for a company that made them, and they would get misprints, and then they would sell the misprints, like the fuck ups. They would sell them for like dirt cheap to like people that they knew. And I'm like, bro, that shit's easy to make. All you gotta do is maybe a little bit of reinforcement, a little bit of concrete, a little mold, and you got yourself a fucking $500 pot. Like, sell that shit. I went to business ideas immediately. But I saw that in the natural, and that's not the only guy I see doing shit like that. It was cool with the gigantic pots and shit.
Those big pots, I do see people out there doing it. You need a kiln to fire it. You need this. You need the slip to make the kiln out of.
Unless it's crete, you could use concrete.
I guess so.
And like, what if instead of someone buying them and then shipping them over on like a freaking tractor trailer, because all that costs money and it's all like annoying. So why would you do that when you could just have a company that will come to you? We'll come to you, and we will make the molds, or we'll bring the molds, and we'll pour the concrete, and you tell us where you want these things, and we'll actually install them and set them up, because then we could charge the premium, and it would be like expected because we came out and did the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm giving away gold right now, dude.
Yeah, me and Tommy are always scheming
constantly
for fucking get rich quick schemes.
Scheming, and that's a good one.
But no, we talked about doing that fucking rope business. We were gonna make the
dude.
We were gonna make the tree nets, and now it's winter. Yes. We're obviously not gonna be making any tree nets, but I would still be willing to try that out next year.
That is a fucking awesome idea, though.
The nylon is relatively cheap, and like.
What's the guy's name?
Oh, I don't remember.
I want to link back to him. Charlie's Webs.
Oh, okay, good deal. So I wanted to mention
Charlie's
that like
Webs.
I wanted to just disclose that like we are kind of like we do want to give credit where credit's due. We're referencing a lot of people in videos and like taking a lot of shit from other people. So like we got to give credit where credit's due. We are
our sources.
Yeah. I personally am being a little shameless with like name dropping everybody because I know there is something to the algorithm where you get these like
piggybacking.
Yeah, you get these like subtle connections with other creators by like talking about or mentioning their names and content. So I will disclose that I am being a little fishy with that, trying to work the algorithm.
Well, you got to, dude. We're going to be such a small... By the time all of this drops, it's going to be, small time shit. And we do want to grow. You want to get to all the beautiful people, so don't feel bad about that, bro.
To that point, I was thinking about fucking Midnight Walkers is dropping soon, and that would be something we could stream. Because, like, maybe not a lot of people are going to be playing it. I mean, probably a lot of people are going to be playing it, actually. But if we just
Does anybody do conspiracy in gaming?
I don't.
It's like a streaming segment where we do the fucking stream like we're playing the game too, so we'll be talking the game and shit. But then fucking going down.
I don't know if we would have like the mental
dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know if we would have the mental capacity to conspiracy while gaming.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
But
might be a little wild.
I mean, if people are interested in watching a stream, let us know. We could start
I just play
separate channel
ABI.
Segment or something. Dude, we're gonna be playing ABI. Midnight Walkers. What do you mean?
Well, 100%. But like, I don't know. Maybe whenever we're playing fucking Midnight Walkers and shit. But I'm just saying, like, for me personally, like, streaming the games that I play, like, on a regular, which for the past, like, fucking year now, it's been ABI. I'm a solo guy.
Stream Minecraft. I wanted to
and
get
I'm not super fun with my games. I don't know.
Right. You gotta like all the streamers like ham it up, and I'm not a ham.
Yeah, they go nuts.
Yeah, I don't want to yell and fucking fake.
Or they're really good. Or they're super good.
You can be so good that you don't have to talk.
Dude, or you just talk about whatever, the game and shit.
Yeah,
like,
they know the game.
Dude, some of these guys are fucking nuts, and I try to play like them, and I'm a fucking boomer, so I fucking suck. My reflexes aren't like when I was 16, so it's fucking rough, dude. It's rough.
I always wanted to do a Minecraft server with all my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I just never had like the funds or the means to figure it all out.
Minecraft was cool for me when we were in high school. When we were in high school, cool and it is cool, but like I don't know, it's like kind of lame now. Got all the freaking squeakers playing it, dog. It's like what the fuck happened?
It's always
seriously,
been a game.
It's like kids content now, I guess. But like I don't know. When you first introduced it to me, you were going to Bosie's.
Yeah.
And you were freaking.
I'm 17.
You were.
So.
Yeah, and you discovered it there, and you showed me, and like the crafting, because there wasn't the wiki for it yet.
Right.
So like there was like a certain very rigorous like, and I mean maybe there was
harder
shit
to do.
That was just. Yeah, way harder. Like, you didn't...
There
like,
wasn't,
the
like, a crafting
all
table.
Your shit.
You had to just know.
Nobody knew even the end game, really. You just knew that there was, like, this world, It was cool. That was when it was super cool.
They didn't have a dragon back then.
Yeah, and then it became a race for that. And then people got really good at that, and then they started, like, making computers on Minecraft, which is super cool. It is cool. Like, just the fact that you could do that. Like, have like a fucking 8-bit game,
Dude, they've taken it so far. These people that do the computing within Minecraft, they have like full computers. They've got fucking video calls. They've got...
I feel like if you're going to do that, why do that on Minecraft? And why not like do that shit in the world, dude?
That's how I feel about
the cool computer chip.
Why is...
And like, I don't know.
I spent any time playing video games when you can just do shit in the real world.
Yeah. No, you could, I know, you could say that about any fucking video game.
Yeah, that's what gets me playing Sims. I like playing Sims, but I'm like, I should just be living my real life. Why am I living a virtual life?
Dude, Sims is one of those ones I don't know if I could do.
Sims is fun.
I remember watching other people play it when we were like fucking in high school again. That's when I remember fucking The Sims, and people got stupid into it. It felt like the girl game back then. All the girls.
It is a girl game.
They were like,
all the content creators for Sims
like
are girls are gay.
It's like Barbies for adults.
Yeah, it's video game Barbie.
Video game Barbie.
but better because all the Barbie video games sucked.
I don't even know about the Barbie video games. You're the one with all the consoles. You're like the historian on gaming.
I got all the consoles, and I had 4 sisters, so I did end up playing some of those gayer games.
Yeah.
Cook-a-Mama Cook-Off was pretty... When it first came out on the Wii, that was a good fucking game. Pretty fucking gay. Nintendogs, that shit was pretty fun. That was pretty fucking gay. Played a lot of...
It was Xbox and RTS games.
Yeah.
That was it. Early Xbox, so only Halo and shit.
Remember all the late nights of Peggle?
Peggle, bro. What the fuck? Wait, wasn't that... What was the style of that game again?
It was like a Brick Breaker, kind of. Or not, like...
Yes, okay. Yeah. It was like you shoot the thing up and dissolve shit. Yeah. That's literally a phone game now that all the boomers are addicted to.
Yeah. That's good.
They all love those types of games. No. Fuck Peggle. Peggle at its time was a vibe, but I don't know. Streaming, dude, I don't know. I don't think that this will end up turning into any type of streaming. There could be something for like...
Let's see what the fucking call for it is. Maybe we'll have to reassess in the future, but...
who knows? I guess if people are fucking...
It'd be cool
with the idea.
If people were interested, we could just fucking... It would not take much for us to just fucking start doing
Gaming,
this before we game.
Bibles.
Yeah.
And fucking conspiracies.
Just think, bro. Eventually, if this works out, you won't have to go to work. So why won't you play video games?
That's a big if. We're going to try. We're going to give it a good fucking college try, because that would be dope. Right? Yeah. How dope would that be?
Yeah. And we just need you guys to fucking help us out, help us get there. Fucking do
We got to deliver, though.
Yeah.
We got to deliver to you guys, and I plan on it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I've got, 32 years of stored data just waiting to be dumped onto someone who will fucking listen. So if you're listening...
Well, we blew it.
Get ready, dude.
Yeah, get ready. We blew it because we had planned on recording 2 episodes tonight. We went and did another banger.
Yeah, another banger.
Another banger.
Another
banger.
It's
just going to be one tonight, but next recording.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if we keep... I like doing the longer format. I feel like the past couple that we've been doing are long format worthy.
Yeah, we don't need to cut ourselves at an hour if we got more shit to say.
No. And I want to bring more content to people, too. You know, especially the longer format, because, obviously, people's attention spans are short now, so, sometimes 1 hour long podcasts, they work pretty good. But I also see that there's a lot of, dude, what's the most successful podcast in the world?
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan does 3 hour fucking 4 hour long
2 to 4 hours.
And there is a lot of value to that too, especially because if you have 1 or 2 2.5 hour long podcasts every week, I mean that's huge, you know. Yeah. But you could do a bunch of freaking little one, and if you only have a 1 hour long podcast once or even twice a week, it's leaves a little wanted, you know. Yeah. We got fucking days worth of shit we could drop on any single thing, really.
Well, I'm definitely trying to play the algorithm for a while in the beginning.
If I don't really know too much with how that shit's working.
Yeah,
honestly,
I've got an idea. Well, you got to post consistently, and
I can understand that
if
fully.
If you're not posting a lot and posting consistently, then you get dropped in the algorithm. So if it's just once or twice a week, then that's not going to look as good as if we drop a whole bunch right away. Which is kind of the plan, and then to slow down over time. Yep. But yeah, we're gonna. I was gonna wrap it, but
no, yeah.
Else.
I was just gonna say with we will have plenty for people, and I don't know, slowing it down. We'll freaking keep things coming. We'll definitely keep things coming. Pretty consistently, pretty quickly too.
Yeah. We got plenty to talk about.
I mean, this is 2 weeks. This is 2 times a week anyway, as is, so.
Right. Yeah, I did.
But yes.
I got a little fucking journal now where I'm trying to plan everything out.
Oh.
And
you're going physical copy.
It's going to be 10 a month, because if we do 2 a week plus 2 Bible episodes a month, then it's 10 a month, roughly.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That ain't bad to start, bro.
Right.
I don't know, dude. The plan for, like, my general understanding is, like, for the first year, we're just going to be consistent as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Just be consistent. Yep. And 10 a month, that ain't bad. By our first year, we're going to have 120 episodes. You kidding me? That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so there's going to be plenty to come. Fucking share us around. Do the old subscription on whatever platform you seek is best.
Should be down here.
Or there. Or there. Or there.
Or over here. Where? Boom, 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 boom.
Actually, you might have to go to another website and subscribe there. You know, whatever
that
is
too.
Your fancy.
Do it everywhere.
Whatever tickles your fancy. This was a heavy episode, so I just want to clarify. We love our lives. We don't want to kill ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't have any enemies that would ever seek harm to me. I'm a pretty small time, low key, keep to myself. Don't know many people.
I could think of some enemies.
Don't say that.
No, we're completely sane, as insane as we seem sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, hold down jobs.
And we love everybody. We definitely don't harm anybody. We seek nobody to harass or harm or cause prejudice or hate towards anybody. Don't do that. That's not cool.
We pay our taxes.
Love everybody.
We pay our taxes.
All right, we'll fucking get out of here. See you guys next time.
Yeah, guys. Deuces.